freezing temperatures that we're going to be seeing this week, it's a good thing to start thinking about to do some arts and crafts inside, get the kids still active, still get those brains moving, but you know, having a little fun too. So joining me now is Amy Frank of the Makery in State College. Amy, this is your first time on the show. We want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
And you brought some different things with you here today.
Right.
Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Well, the weather's cold, right? And it's getting colder. And so I think a lot of parents and caregivers of preschoolers are looking for things to do indoors to keep their kids active and creative and creating. And a lot of times that's a lot easier than what we think. At the Makery, we do creative classes and parties and events for adults and children. We just introduced an offering during the days called Weekday Open Studio, where we do curated art activities for preschoolers and their caregivers. And while that's a great thing to do at the Makery, we have a beautiful art space in downtown State College at 209 West Calder Way. It's also something that you can do in your home on those extra cold days when you don't want to go outside.
Right, and you know, a lot of times you think preschoolers, you know, younger than preschoolers might be a little too young, and you don't want them, you know, choking on a button or anything like that. You have to keep an eye on them, but there's so much that you can do that's so easy. Right,
and oftentimes parents are overwhelmed, right? I have all these art supplies and I don't want the mess, and it really doesn't have to be like that. It can be small and simple and curated, and that's actually better for preschoolers and definitely better for parents.
All right, so what are the suggestions you have here today?
Sure, of course. Well, a lot of this stuff are things that you can do every day in your home with everyday things that you have, but it's the presentation of the activity. So oftentimes, you know, before breakfast, right after school, kids' kind of energy is at kind of a crazy height. So if you can have a tray of just small, pretty little construction paper, bright colors. And these are, oh look, I got some bubble wrap here. You just mentioned bubble wrap before the break, right? We have some paintbrushes, traditional tools, but we also have some non-traditional things, right? Wine cork, sponge, orange juice lid, a spool of thread. Just letting the kids kind of experiment with what kind of impressions can I make? What can that look like? That's called process art, and that's a lot of what we do at the Makery. Open-ended play around art supplies and techniques.
And it's so smart to get them off of the iPad, out from in front of the television, except for when this show's on. And
absolutely, of course.
But it's a great idea to just kind of get them thinking, and you know, like even these could be like invites to a party or something.
Exactly, or note cards that parents can use later as thank yous. But really important that it be open-ended. In a day of YouTube and Pinterest, kids can get online and do any tutorial of any art activity they want. So this is kind of an opportunity to get away from that and just let the kids explore with different art activities. Another one we have here, we love muffin trays at the Makery. So we have muffin trays of just about everything.
Not something you hear every day. We love muffin trays.
We don't make any food at the Makery, but we do love our muffin trays because they kind of separate for kids, just allow kids to have some perspective on the different things that are available to them. So in this tray, you'll see we have pom-poms, feathers, buttons, some fun, and some banners that we just made with a straw and a piece of thread.
I love that.
Yeah, very simple, very easy. But a kid with some adhesive can really kind of explore and do what they like.
And especially at that age when they can't like write yet, and maybe might not even be able to hold a pencil yet. They can just kind of throw some glue on there and stick it on.
But because it's small and curated and not kind of like every supply in your art supply box, it makes a lot more sense to kids. It's less overwhelming, and you can, you know, just have something fun to send to them.
And they love to be able to display it, even if it's just for a day. Hang this on the doorknob of their bedroom for a night or something really fun.
So again, we do these activities at the Makery every day, Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30. So if you're around, if you're in downtown State College, it's definitely worth the trip. We also are partnered with Saints Cafe right now, so we have coffee and treats available. But also, when it's really cold, you can do it at home by yourself.
Yeah, really fun. Okay, we have time for one more here.
Awesome. These are really fun. These are called watercolor pencils. So you can actually use the pencils and then paint. They turn into watercolor paint with a little bit of water. And we love paper bags at the Makery too. They make great for lunches. They're great for gift wrap and
my favorite. I was going to say my favorite. I love to make it into a puppet.
Right. So another fun offering.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming here. Get the kids thinking. Get them doing some arts and crafts. Use their creativity, and of course, check out the Makery in State College. Thanks again. We'll be right back with more Central PA Live.
Thank you.